Very cool. Derek Santhi, NBC, Las Vegas.
Yeah, you
Good to
are.
speak to you, sir. I hope your day is going well.
It is. It's beyond well. It's
Oh, that's
good.
good. Well, I do want to ask, when it comes to this story, there's so many interesting characters and so many different variations upon them too. So I kind of want to ask, how did you first see Ryan as his character and how he kind of like starts the race, I guess,
The first thing I was kind of struck by that kind of drew me to it was just the concept dealing with that universal human fear of what if I'd made this other choice? Would my life be better? And it's something that I had grappled with in my life, like anyone, repeatedly, of like, this, should I have made this call? And I was kind of wrapping up one of those phases as I read this script, and I thought Blake's kind of articulation of how he was going to show you all the different possibilities, and then come to this lovely conclusion of the reality you have is probably where you should be. I found it soothing, but also so goddamn entertaining, the storytelling, that I was hooked. And then Ryan is kind of this barometer for the viewer of like, okay, these concepts we're talking about, this is one, and then here is how a situation will change a person and how they look, how they're dealing with trauma or stress. And so we have Ryan 1, who's had every green light that you could ask for. And he's always had the same kind of trajectory of where he was headed. And Ryan 2, same trajectory, but no green lights. And that little shift was what I saw first. I didn't even know we'd go deeper. But yeah, that was immensely attractive to me to play.
I do want to ask, looking back, you have a great career and so many fun things I've seen. Is there any time right when you were started when it could have been something else? What could you be doing right now, I guess, if something else had happened or something had interchanged or some car had caught the light at the right time?
Well, it's absolutely. I'd be an English teacher. I'd never met an actor. No plans to be an actor. I'd done a community theater play or two at Country Gate Playhouse in New Jersey, and I thought, I'd like to do that, but I'd never met someone who made a living through it. So I was going to an affordable university, Bloomsburg, to become an English teacher. Took a theater course on a lark, honestly, to skip it, and the professor, Karen Anselm, once I did a scene, it was my first scene I'd ever done, she said, hey, you should be a major. And I'd literally never been invited anywhere before. So I said, well, yeah, sure. I'll add a theater major. And I
Very
said, I
cool.
will leave it. I don't need this profession. I certainly don't need fame or money. That's not how I grew up. So I had the freedom to say to myself, if I don't have a good time, if I don't find myself growing and enjoying this life, I can leave. I think I gave myself like 3 years. I wouldn't be happy for more than 2 or 3 years, and it just never quite landed. 18 months
Well,
for
you're
sure.
here now,
Yeah.
and I'm happy. I'm very much happy that you chose it, and then everything lined up for you to be here because you're great in this.
Thanks,
I also
Derek.
I want to say too. I hope that in this current reality, we get a chance to see Liam come back to Always Sunny, depending if scheduling things work out for you and everything
As
else involved too for this next season.
as far as I know, the show is never going to end, and so I will be there with it. Bump it,
We
D.
just different
Yeah.
pieces at different times. So
Amen.
we'll go with that till then. So thank
Cool,
you so
bro.
much. Have a great day. Hope everyone in your world is happy and healthy.
Likewise, man. Send you the best.